Time for another educational video. Come with me to my office and I will present another topic. Today I would like to talk about being too technical. Now, what does that mean? Well, you've probably seen in movies and TV shows criminals getting off on a technicality. Yes, that's essentially what this means. Some minor violation of the rules resulted in a dismissal of a case against perhaps a terrible criminal. I looked up the word technical online and I found this definition: technical, according to a strict application or interpretation of the law or rules. So how does this apply in a family court setting? Well, it especially applies when children are involved. Let me tell you a story from about 2013. 2013, a case went up before the Supreme Court, essentially because lawyers and judges below, and by judges below I probably mean a district court level judge and perhaps a hearing master or a discovery commissioner, applied a law too strictly, or a rule too strictly, against mom who was representing herself in a divorce. As part of this divorce, there was child custody. Now, what happened was dad's attorneys sent over to mom, who didn't have an attorney, a lot of paperwork. You can imagine a court case going to trial. There's going to be a lot of paperwork. Mom was probably overwhelmed. I don't know her. I don't know the underlying information about this case. But anyway, mom was supposed to respond to dad's lawyer's discovery requests. They probably sent over a lot of questions that she was supposed to answer within 30 days, and she failed to do so. And she was probably given a couple of chances to respond to them, as is required by the rules, but in any case, she didn't do so. And so the judge defaulted her, which means that dad won, and dad won what he asked for probably in his complaint for divorce. One, because mom technically didn't respond to discovery rules. Anyway, this was appealed to the Nevada Supreme Court, and it's a case of Blanco versus Blanco, which was decided October 31st, 2013. And in it, the Nevada Supreme Court says minor technical matters, such as failing to abide by discovery, should not and cannot and must not, and I'm paraphrasing, I'm using my own words here. These aren't words from the opinion, but should not result in a decision on child custody without the court determining what's in the best interest of the children. Well, what does that mean? Maybe a mom that's not technically following rules is not looking out for the best interest of the child. I mean, my gosh, if you fail to respond to some paperwork, maybe that means you're a terrible parent, right? That's sort of what the below courts were saying, and probably dad's attorneys were saying, that she's a negligent person, as evidenced by the fact that she can't respond to simple requests. Again, I don't know the underlying facts, but anyway, the point is, there were some judges and lawyers being far too technical, and mom lost her case as a result. The Nevada Supreme Court said, no. Now, maybe there can be technical applications of the rules sometimes, but when it comes to child custody, you got to go through the best interest factors. I did a video on the 12 enumerated best interest factors that you can look for on my channel. Now remember, 12 best interest factors have to be looked at every single time in a child custody case, but you can be too technical about those factors too. If you think that you meet one of those factors and can prove that the other parent has violated, for instance, one of the factors could be or is that a parent committed domestic violence. Maybe you can prove that the other parent committed domestic violence. Does that mean you automatically win primary physical custody? No. The judge has to consider all 12 best interest factors that are enumerated and can consider other factors that are not listed in the statute. So don't be too technical. Don't think that you're going to win your case just because of some minor violations of some law or some rule somewhere, especially in child custody court. I know that there are a lot of folks, like police officers, lawyers, even judges, that are very technical people. They have a hard time seeing the big picture. They don't see the forest from the trees. They're so focused on a tree that they miss the whole forest. Whereas I like to say, if they are too focused on a technical issue, they might win a small battle, but they could potentially lose the war. And so when people come in here and they say, I want to win at the next hearing, I say, do you want to win at the next hearing or do you want to win the war? And then I explain to them the difference and so forth. So anyway, this is a video on being too technical in family court. Please don't do it. It can be risky for yourself and for your children and the welfare of your family overall. And you might want to avoid lawyers that do tend to be too technical. They can run up huge bills, huge legal fees, and lose your case because they were fighting a battle over discovery or something else, and they didn't see the forest from the trees.